Welcome to building a Las Vegas Metropolitan police car. Let me update you on the progress so far. I bought a 2008 Ford Crown Victoria police interceptor from a local police auction. One of the retired police cars I bought came with a Las Vegas style vector light bar, so off I went to build the Vegas project. All from scratch. First, I fully cleaned out the car from the inside and out. I sanded the car and prepped it for paint. I painted the black side first. I tested the Federal Signal vector light bar and I installed a Touchmaster Delta siren controller with the speaker. I replaced the broken front bumper cover. I replaced the broken trunk. I then painted the other half of the car white. I bought a Go Rhino push bumper and I installed the proper speakers. Then it went on the car. I replaced the broken windshield. I added the proper stickers. I added the spotlights. I added the strobe lights. I replaced the Federal Signal Delta with the proper Federal Signal Smart Siren. I refurbished the wheels. Unfortunately, I refurbished them a little too good because somebody ended up stealing them. I replaced the wheels with Firehawk Police Pursuit wheels. And did I mention the light bar was stolen too? But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. The Vegas project was a former canine unit, so I removed the canine cage. I completely cleaned out every strand of dog hair. And let me tell you, that was no easy job. I then installed the back seats, the door panels, the seat belts. I then added the prisoner partitioner cage. Then I installed the correct DNR police center console. Then it happened again. Someone broke into the trunk and stole all the tune-up supplies. But let's keep going. I added an extra clear coat to make her even shinier, just like the real deal. I then drove to Las Vegas to meet with this really awesome guy that sold me an original Las Vegas Metro PD Vision light bar by Federal Signal. Oh yeah. And while I was there, I scavenged the Las Vegas junkyards to find original police parts and other miscellaneous things. Then I sent the light bar to be refurbished, and that is where we left off. Now let's continue our build. It's been almost 3 years since I started this project, but you'll have to keep in mind I'm a one-man team. Okay, so I have the actual MTech Deck DL35 red and blue third brake light that the LVMPD uses. I'm gonna install it on the rear where it belongs, but first I'm gonna clean it up and test it out. All right, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, nice and bright. Oh yeah. Okay, so first things first, this cover has got to come off because the third brake light is gonna go on top of this in here. Okay, to remove the third brake light, it's just two simple Phillips screws, one on each side. Then simply just pop this off. Okay, so the MTech deck slides right here. Okay, nice and snug. Okay, so right down the middle right there, there's a slot where I'm gonna be passing the wires through. Right through here. It's gonna pull on the wires. Okay, and I'll come back and connect all that here in just a bit. Okay, let's reconnect the third brake light. Now I wanna just wiggle that in there. Get the cover back in. Now I just need to tighten it down. I was able to tap into the code 1 power source right here. So as soon as I hit code 1, the rear lights should come on. Okay, let's go to code 1. Let's check it out. Here goes nothing. Oh yeah, I love it. Beautiful. 1 year later. Finally, after a year, I got the Federal Signal Vision light bar back. My buddy who refurbished it said that he spec'd it for Las Vegas Metro Police. He added some cool new features, which you're gonna see here in just a bit as soon as I install it. But for some reason, there was wires and guts spilling out of it, so I just simply opened it up and reconnected everything back. This should go right here. If you look closely, there's the connector right there. So now all we gotta do, connect it, pop it right in, just like it should be. Good to go. Now this is where I get real antsy. This is the official cherry on top that makes or breaks the Vegas project. So everything has to be perfect, at least to the best of my ability. The light bar has to be nice and straight and centered. I'm also taking extra security measures to make sure that this light bar does not get stolen. I'm going to show you guys some of those here at the end of the video, but others I am going to keep secret in case the thieves are watching. All right, let's wire her up.
Okay, so let's get it in the hole. The guy that first installed the Vector had no idea what he was doing. Look what he did. That is the light bar hole, literally the light bar hole. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and fish the cables through. All right, and we gotta pass the wires through here, fishing them through.
You got the yellow one?
Yep. Oh, we're almost forgetting the gray cable.
Okay, while he connects the cables to the brain, let me show you what the refurbisher added. This is a 3M Opticon. This is what emergency vehicles use to change the intersection lights. How cool is that? Installing the light bar was relatively easy. Most of the wires were already there and labeled from the previous light bar. We were in a rush to beat the daylight, so not much filming got done in that department. But if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know and I'll make a how-to video in the future.
Okay, it's getting dark and this is the moment of truth. Let's go. Hit it. Oh, I see power. Wait. Why is it going so slow? Oh, it's going. It's going. Oh, that is loud. We gotta check the back. Oh shit, it's working. Hell yeah, I am so juiced. How come the Opticon's not working?
It's not on code 3.
Oh, well then hit it. There it is. There it is. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Vegas,
I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah, the Vegas project looks amazing, but we're not done yet. Let's continue our build. I'm actually very excited about this. Today we're gonna clean up and tune up the engine.
Okay, look how dirty this engine is. She came from a very dusty county, Lake County. There's nothing but dirt roads out there. So this is gonna need serious TLC. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is blow out as much dust as you can. You could use a leaf blower. I'm gonna use compressed air for this one.
Okay, now I'm using engine degreaser on every inch of the entire engine bay, including the hood. Then I pressure wash the whole entire engine bay.
All right, now that she's all sprayed up, I gotta air hose her down again to get rid of all the water in the crevices and all the little cracks and crannies. Let's do it.
Now she looks 10 times better, but we're not done yet. I'm gonna fully tune her up real quick, then I'm gonna add the engine shine. But first, let's remove this air intake box.
8mm there, here. And just snapping off these little hoses. Can't forget to snap off the mass airflow sensor. Just a little wiggle here. She's off. Just get these wires out of the way. This little push tab here. Push tab there. Now let's just simply unplug the coils. Now I'm just gonna need a 7mm socket with a swivel. Always unplug the battery whenever you're working under the hood. You don't want any shocking surprises, trust me. Okay, before I remove the spark plugs, I'm gonna clean around. You see all that mud right there? I'm gonna get a little rag soaked in soapy water, because when I pull out the spark plugs, you don't want any of that falling into the engine. All right, this is what it looks like after it's been cleaned out. Out with the olds, in with the news. Now all the spark plugs go back in. Okay, so it got dark on me, but I did the exact same thing on the other side.
Check it out. I added the engine shine and now it looks fresh and clean. Now let's check the before and after. Huge difference. Oh, and I cannot forget the new air filter.
All right, somebody mentioned that this yellow hazing corner light right here is driving them nuts. So let's go ahead and change that out. So it's just a 11 millimeter. So I went through my stash and I found a perfect one with the light already in it. So let's just go ahead and clean her up and put her right back in. Clean up in here real quick. And wow, look what I just noticed. The bolt's missing and it's missing. Okay, the proper screws are in. Let's get the light in there. And it's complete. And look at her now. We're gonna be replacing this. So yeah, this is how thieves got in here. So they can stick their little grubby hands in here and pull the latch that opens it just to steal tune-up supplies and some simple tools. We gotta go find one of these. All right, so I went through my stash and I found this one right here. This is gonna need some repairing because this is way too high. And look at this, they used some type of like wood glue. Whoever did this is a complete idiot. But all the tabs are there, everything's good, it's not broken. So just gonna repair it really quick. Freaking did that. All right, spray some Goo Gone. This will make the stickers fall off. Let that soak for a couple minutes. While that soaks, let's go get some gas. Oof, I need some gas. Pretty bad. I hope I can make it to the gas station. This is what's gonna keep me out of jail. Speaking of jail, I almost went to jail in this car. I'll tell you guys more about that at the end of the video, but it's got me spooked, I'm not gonna lie. Funny man's excited, he's going for a ride. Here we are at the gas station. People are probably wondering, what is Vegas doing in Sacramento? Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. This needs to be fixed and refurbished.
I'm starting to realize that your average everyday person can give zero damns about a cop car build.
She has 135,000 miles and 3,000 idle hours. Not bad. Get them gas prices, man. Now that I got most of the stickers off, I can sand down the whole panel. All right, now that it's dried up, I'm gonna be taping up the parts that I don't want any paint on. Got a soapy rag, might as well clean all this up. All right, I noticed that it's missing the reverse and license plate lights. So let's go ahead and go find one. All right, yeah, right here. This one's missing the bulb. This one has no license plate light, but has the bulbs. Just gonna mix them together. Okay, got one ready. And that thing is almost dried. Okay, we simply connect. And this one through there. So now she's ready for the panel. Okay, she's ready. Okay, so now we're just gonna add the missing license plate light. All right, great success. So what's next is we're gonna give this thing a bumper tuck. There's some paint spots on there I need to fix, which I will. But right now, let's just go ahead and deal with this bumper tuck.
So a bumper tuck is when you get rid of the sagginess of the bumper cover by zip tying it nice and tight and making it look more sporty. Here, let me show you. All right, you want to get under the bumper cover and you'll see that there's two 7mm screws, one in each side. This side is missing for some reason. Let's start by simply removing them.
Now you don't want to lose this because this will end up in your tire. So now there's this bracket right here. You just want to simply move it out of the way just in case I ever want to put it back. All we need is a zip ties. Zip this back real tight. Now I'm gonna put more than one just in case. I'll do the same on both sides, just like that.
Okay, look at her now. She looks a lot sportier. This is the before And here is the after. Big difference.
And since we're in here, we might as well just add all the missing pieces. Let's start by finding this piece. Here's my stash. Now I just gotta pick the right color. I'm just gonna guesstimate and say it's this one. Let's clean her up first. Start by pushing on these little tabs. Take that off. Some nice soapy water. Scrub her down. Clean the button. Pop it right in. Let's clean this up. This thing is disgusting. This just pops right off. You don't want to get this wet. So let's go ahead and super clean this. Dude, these paint brushes work wonders getting right into all the little cracks. All right, let's do the same for the rest of the interior panels.
One of the vents had a crack, so I replaced it. I scrubbed, I cleaned, and she looks so much better. But I am forgetting one thing, the radio. She never actually had one, so I got one from a donor car, and now she looks more complete.
Okay, so what's next for the Vegas project? There is still some missing stickers, especially on the back, that I still need to get. I still need to fix the bumper. I need to add the reflective strip in the back. I'm gonna add a Federal Signal rumbler on this thing. I'm gonna tint the windows in the back. I'm gonna add a unit in Bearcat right here, plus the missing parts on there. There's still some missing pieces I need to get. Gonna add a dome light. I need to mount this up here where it belongs, plus much more coming the next video.
Okay, so I worked really hard on this project, and it just kills me when loyalists and thieves repeatedly try and break this car apart. So I took measures to slow them down. I installed a real-time tracking device on the light bar and the car itself. I now store the vehicle inside of a container, and I'm now paying full coverage insurance on her, which is extremely expensive. You guys can help keep her alive just by simply supporting the channel by hitting the like button, sharing the video, and or becoming a channel member.
All right guys, so as a thank you to my channel members, I am putting a permanent sticker here in the Vegas project.
I will be updating this display here every video. Thank you, channel members, for your support. Speaking of support, there's this new story about this guy, Raymond Martin from Las Vegas, who was having this big surgery and got his catalytic converter stolen, and now he can't get to his appointments or his essentials. The thieves really messed up his car. He's a big fan of the channel. He recently reached out to me, and I would really appreciate it if we could all help out with whatever little bit we can. All the links are in the description. Appreciate it if you guys checked it out.
Yeah.